Hello, my name's Joey and welcome to my tour of props and artefacts. Today what I'm going to talk about is a load of old bullets. Did I say that? Yeah, a load of old bullets. I'm going to be talking about a bullet hole. Now, it's very, very sweet. There's a wonderful YouTuber called Kirk Brakman, who's a wonderful Indy cosplayer. Got great arms as well for the Temple of Doom. He gave me a rather lovely compliment, which I think is sweet. Now, I put the bullet hole on my Raiders of the Lost Ark standard Western jacket from 2001. I put the bullet hole on there because I wanted this Raiders jacket to look like Indy had canonically had the same jacket for the whole of his life. So I put the bullet hole on there. And obviously, in Indiana Jones 5, there is the bullet hole, which will be appearing. And Kirk Brakman rather kindly said that he thinks somebody at Lucasfilm might have seen the pictures of my coat and decided to do that, which is an amazing, tremendous compliment. I personally feel like it's more the fact that the original Raiders jackets were supposed to have been shredded. Now, I was told many years ago that apparently one had been saved. No one was saying who had it. And of course now, we all know, or at least look into it if you don't know, there is an original Raiders jacket that did survive, and it has the bullet hole tear in there. So I think that's more what Lucasfilm has done. Although, a wonderful compliment from Kirk Brakman, and I was really taken back by it. It was brilliant. I was like, oh, but then you never know. You never know. I've heard stories of people who have said film ideas, then all of a sudden a few years later a film comes out and that's exactly their idea because they were talking to someone at the time who worked in the right place and had the connections. And so anyway, let's try and get a close-up of the bullet hole. So here we go. Here is the bullet hole in all its glory. The whole idea here is that it's obviously the bullet has scraped the leather and it's been roughly sewn, how you kind of get with military kind of sewing, that kind of tough stitching that will literally just kind of, completely patch up and almost recreate the leather. So yes, there's my rendition of the bullet hole. I think it's focusing. I probably should have worn glasses when I did this. So that's my rendition of the bullet hole. This is a 2001 Western jacket made by Peter Botwright. It's the Streetwise edition. It's not the hero jacket. I don't think in those days you could get the hero jacket. But anyway, when I got this jacket made, I wanted to go down the historical route. So I'd heard that Indy's jacket, prizes for how many times I say the word jacket. I'd heard that Indy's, who gets the prize, you or me? Well, there's no prize, just my admiration. Indy's jacket had a nickel zip and they kept trying to make it look like brass in the production. So I went for a brass zip to emulate that, and also being the 1930s, there was a lot of brassware for zips. And also I went for the inside leather facing, which of course Indy's jacket didn't have, but I wanted to go down the more historical route of how Indy's jacket would look, say, if it was a piece of 1930s clothing, that kind of business. So anyway, one of the other things I want to talk about is Indy 5 is coming out. Maybe I like being close. Indy 5 is coming out, and my theory is that obviously Indy sees Sulla at the airport and he says, those days have been and gone. Terrible Harrison Ford impression. And Sulla goes, perhaps not. Now I think Sulla has given Indy his old jacket and his whole old hat, and possibly his bag from, he's got it from Captain Katanga, and he's brought it back to Indy. Is a bit of an emotional kind of, those days haven't gone yet. So that's what I think, and that was my reason for putting the bullet hole in this jacket. My reason was that in my mind I'd had the idea that because the bullet hole doesn't appear in any other jacket that Indy wears apart from obviously after at the end of Raiders, which we don't see the jacket ever again after that, my idea was that Sulla had kept Indy's jacket, had got it off of Captain Katanga, kept the jacket and sent it back to Indy. Now that's what I have a feeling is going to happen in Indy 5. Obviously, if Indy 5 is already out now, here's some egg on my face probably because I'm wrong. Or maybe I get the thumbs up because I'm right. So yeah, that's what I think. I think Salah's going to kind of come in with the emotional sledgehammer. Indy says, those days have been and gone. And he hands him his old hat, which has been reblocked, which we don't really buy because it's a brand new hat and it's a different hat. But hey, but yeah, he gives him his old hat, his old jacket with a bullet hole, which Salah maybe repaired, or maybe Indy does a little bit later, who knows. Maybe it's the next time we see it after being given the jacket, he's repaired the bullet hole, and maybe gives him his old bag as well, because those days have been and gone. So we're assuming possibly that Indy has retired all of those kind of doings. Maybe he doesn't even wear a hat anymore, who knows? Who knows? But maybe he's got rid of all his stuff and he's come back, which would explain why he has a different shirt on as well. Because I always found that funny as well, that in the Crystal Skulls that Indy still got his clothes tailored to a 1930s specification, which is dedication. I mean, to be honest, some of the shirts that I wear, I got in the mid-90s and they're still going strong. So yes, they could have been his original clothes, obviously. But this is what I think. I think Salah's given him his jacket and his hat and his bag, and he's obviously gone and got a new shirt made up because he doesn't have any of his stuff anymore, you know. So anyway, that's it. That's my idea with a bullet hole. Maybe it's an Indy 5. Thank you, Kirk Brakman, for pointing out. Maybe they've seen my jacket. I think it's more likely the old prop still exists, but who knows? Who knows? We just don't know. With Facebook, I've seen people appear in Star Wars comic strips, and it's actually them from a convention photo in one of their cosplays. They have been asked if they can be drawn. I mean, what a wonderful honour to be asked by an artist. Can I draw you for an official Star Wars comic strip? Yeah, brilliant. So yes, that's what I think. I think Salah's going to give the stuff back to Indy. Emotional sledgehammer. Go and do your stuff, you know. Thanks to Kirk Brakman again for pointing that out, and go check out Kirk Brakman's channel as well, because he's extremely dedicated to the world of Indiana Jones. He does some amazing cosplays of the character, and he also does his own Temple of Doom workout. So if you're interested in getting Harrison Ford's arms for the Temple of Doom, Kirk Brakman is one of the people to go and watch. Myself, I don't bother with the Indy arms because I think, well, he's a school teacher. So I go for the lazy option that he's a school teacher, he's a professional professor of archaeology. He's not going to have big arms. But anyway, yeah, go and check out Kirk Brakman's site. It's very, very cool. He does some brilliant videos and he's all round a very, very nice guy. So yeah, excellent. And bullet holes. Now you've got to do it. Now you've got to put a bullet hole in one of your jackets. Anyway, see you later. Take care. Look after yourselves.